Okay, so yeah, I got the internet connection back. So we will continue for the user cuts section. For example, we want to know only the initial oil in place at one region. For example, here in okay, there are three regions here, so it's nice cut for the fluid in place number. We can just put the keywords in the arithmetic command line. Oh yeah. First of all, you should select user cuts and then cut, and then the arithmetic command line you type the keywords FIP number. Okay, and then apply to cut. Okay, so in the the visualization settings, we can check use cut right here. Okay, so we change the sign to equal. Okay, so this means that we want to cut the model the model visualization only with fibnum 0. So you can see here we have no fibnum 0. So if we select 1, okay, this is the first region, the fibnum 1 region, and then we choose 2, this is the fibnum 2 region, and then right here, okay, this is the fibnum 3 region. Okay, so we can also change the region. For example, here at PVT num, we can select the cut to be PVT num. Then we can apply to cut. We have no PVT num 3, but we have PVT num 1 because all the PVT num, all the reservoir has PVT num 1, so there are no regions based on this PVT num. Yeah, so that's how to use cut, and then we will go back to fibnum keyword as the cut. Okay, so if you want to know the initial oil in place in only the first region, we can see the fluid in place on the tree right here. We can select oil in place. Okay, the cut is already applied. If we uncheck the use cut, it will show all the reservoir. And then if we use the cut right here, okay, we already set the cut to PVT num. We can also select right here on the regions section. Okay, and then yeah, we can do the same as before. We see the statistics. Okay, here's the sum of initial oil in place in fibnum fibnum 1. Okay, because the cut is set to fibnum, so you can see right here. Okay, and then yeah, we go back to see the oil in place. This is for the fibnum 1, or we can also select fibnum directly here, so it's the same basically. And then this is the fibnum 2. The initial oil in place is about 1,000, oh I'm sorry, 1 million standard meter cubic. And then this is for the fibnum number 3. Yeah, we can go back and forth. And then yeah, as you can see here, we have no fibnum 4, so nothing is displayed here. Okay, next thing that we can do here is to view the 2D visualization. Okay, you can also use cut as before. This is the 2D model. Yeah, in the 2D model we can select how we want to visualize the 2D model, because it's basically 3D, so you can select the roof or by layer, by the grid layer. So you can see here as we go along the slider right here, this is for the IG K layer number 1. Okay, And then if we want to show all of them, we can use sum or average depending on what is needed by the visualization. Okay, the roof and the bottom. I'm sorry, bottom. Yeah. Okay, it's really easy. Then the next thing that we can do in the 2D model is okay, we can see the contour lines. Okay, we can check show contour lines right here for the oil in place. Okay, we can press this gear button to change how the contour visualization. Right here, you can set the number of contours or selected step. Okay, so you can see here we use number of contour 10. If we increase to 100, for example, the contour lines will be so many. So I think 10 is enough. Okay. Okay, after we show the contour lines, we can also color the grid based on the contour line right here. So it is already colored by the contour lines. So you can see here, this is by grid, this is by contour line. Okay. Okay, that's for contour. We can go back to color by grid, and then we remove the contour lines. Okay. So what we can do next here is to view the slicing of the model. Okay, we want to use cut right here, and then yeah. Okay, this is the oil in place property, calculated property. To slice the model, we can use 3D slicing right here in the right hand side toolbar. Okay, we can show only in certain layers. Okay, for example, we uncheck all and then we check the 1i, 1j, and 1k. So this is the total of the union for the selected grids. Okay, we can also select the intersection to view only, where's the grid? Okay, there is no J number 1. Okay, here's for the intersection. We can choose each two grid here in the I section, or each two, and then each two in the J section, and then each two grid in the K section. So it will only show the intersections of those constraints. Okay. Yeah, if the union basically, yeah, we will only check the union based on the coordinates that we inputted here. Okay, we can also check and uncheck individually in each layer. This is basically the same button but for I. So you can see here, if we choose all I and then we delete, we also delete here and delete here. Yeah, it's very convenient. If we want to know the add only some parts, maybe it gets blocked by the top model here, so I will remove the K number 1 and then all the way to the bottom, maybe to see some of the parts that are getting blocked by the topper in the upper block. Yeah, it's really convenient. Okay, so let's just check all to go back to the original view. Okay, that's for the 3D slicing. We can only show the grids at a certain coordinates. Okay, and then the next thing that we can do is the histogram part. For the, maybe we can choose porosity right here in the grid. So we can change the y-axis to show values or percentage of the grid that has a certain value. So you can see here, this is how is it, 0 point, yeah, we can see right here in the xy, it will show the coordinates around 0.23 porosity. We can show the values. Okay, so there are roughly 18,000 number of blocks with this value of porosity, and then this is the percentage. So around 30% of the block has this value of porosity, 0.23, around that. This is 0.21, this is 0.24. Yeah, it's really convenient to see the distribution of properties in the grid. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's all for the visualization, and maybe the next part we will continue on the next part of the video to maybe run model, and yeah, we can check also the quality of history matching, but yeah, we can do it on the next video.